You what up, everybody? It's your boy, it's Real Chillin' here. So today the news dropped from Blizzard about Nostalrius, whatever. I read through it and I posted screenshots so y'all can see what it's all about. And honestly, after reading it, to me, it kind of just looks like a bunch of public relations, politically correct bullshit. I just gotta say that. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know a lot of people are like, well, they responded, that's wonderful. But of course they're gonna respond, man. They gotta have some form of fucking public relations. You gotta look at it like that. So anyways, reading through this, my fucking bullshit glasses was just fucking finding all sorts of shit in here. So I'm just gonna go over this just cause I feel like it and shit. So, they start out talking about, our silence on the subject definitely doesn't reflect our level of engagement and passion around the topic. We hear you. Many of us at the Blizzard WoW dev team have been passionate players ever since Classic WoW. In fact, I personally work at Blizzard because of my love for Classic WoW. Well, honestly, I gotta say, anybody on the dev team that really loved Classic WoW probably don't work there no more. And if they do work there, then they probably either working on a different game, or if they're working on WoW, they're probably doing it just because they need that paycheck. The motherfucker got kids and shit, he gotta feed them. So, he probably don't really think the game is that great if he really like vanilla as much as he says. Because the new WoW really is fucking a shit game. It's just a shitty fucking game. I played it for a month, it fucking sucked. It's just not fun. If you like to have 275 flying mounts and get geared up in a week, and just have everything generalized, I don't know, it ain't fun. Anyway, off topic, fuck that shit. So that's just them talking about how dedicated they are to vanilla WoW, because they don't want to lose any relations with the people that want vanilla realms. They've been discussing classic servers for years. It's a topic every BlizzCon, and especially over the past few weeks. I guess that's a typo. From active internal team discussions to after-hour meetings with leadership, this subject has been highly debated. So basically, they're just trying to tell you that they haven't been fucking around and they actually have been thinking about it. I don't know. Because, you got to understand that this is from the perspective of a fucking multi-billion-dollar company with public relations in mind, and this is totally politically correct. Really, what they probably want to just say is that we don't really give a fuck about vanilla anymore because we passed that bullshit, and, the only reason we gonna give a fuck about it is if there's a bunch of money involved in it for us. And so it continues. Here's some of our current thoughts. Why not just let Nostalrius continue the way it was?
The honest answer is, failure to protect against intellectual property infringement would damage Blizzard's rights. This applies to anything that uses WoW's IP, including unofficial servers. And, while we've looked into the possibility, there is not a clear legal path to protect Blizzard's IP and grant an operating license to a private server.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling fucking bullshit. There's no clear legal path. Basically, what I'm hearing when I read that is,
there's just not enough money in it for us to allow Nostalrius to do this.
Basically, if they just let Nostalrius keep running, they could easily assimilate Nostalrius into their fucking company and have the fucking Blizzard flag raised up over Nostalrius, and they could operate under the supervision of Blizzard as a fucking entity of their corporation, and there would be no fucking legal infringement bullshit whatsoever. The reason why they don't want to do that is because they don't want people to play vanilla WoW for free. They don't give a fuck that people have already fucking played their game for 10 years and paid them millions and billions of fucking dollars for this shit. They just want more fucking money. And I get it, it's a fucking business. So all you fucking dorks in college with your fucking vapes in your hand gonna come in like, yeah, dude, this is fucking business, bro. If you're not fucking getting money to fucking vape fat clouds, then what the fuck's the point? Man, fuck OG Kenneth and fuck his daddy, rich ass lawyer motherfucker, fucking little faggot going to law school. Anyways, so that's why they won't do it, because they don't want people on Nostalrius who are already playing for free to continue playing it for free. If there was a financial fucking advantage involved for Blizzard in allowing Nostalrius to keep running, believe me, that shit would still be up. But they didn't see enough of a profit margin in it to do anything about it. So that's the real reason why they shut it down. Saying that there's not a clear legal path to protect Blizzard's IP, I'm just calling bullshit. And if any of you motherfuckers motherfuckers want to come at me with a bunch of fucking shit
Talk about Blizzard's IP needs to be protected.
unless you are a fucking lawyer and you are specialized in the property law, into the copyright section of property law, because property law is very fucking widespread. It is all areas of law are. I'm not a fucking law expert, but I know enough about it that if you are not a fucking expert in this shit, you really can't fucking say shit about it. I'm just expressing my opinion. I'm not coming in saying,
Well, this is absolutely correct, and the IP has to be protected, and if not, then Blizzard will lose it.
I mean, the way I look at it is, it's classic WoW. It's an outdated game. Even if people were using it illegally, they couldn't just take fucking Blizzard's property without some type of legal action, and they're never gonna win in court because Blizzard has fucking lawyers on their payroll that are making $10,000 an hour, $15,000 an hour. They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation. They have the top level lawyers, the highest lawyers in the motherfucking land, and there's no way anybody managing a private realm is going to be able to compete with them on the legal fucking field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see how their shit could be infringed upon, but it ain't gonna happen as easily as everybody thinks it is. It's not just like,
well, they use the IP, so I can use it too. Yep, this is my property now.
Yeah, bullshit, man. It's so fucking widespread that they're never gonna win in court. They're not just gonna be able to claim ownership of that property, and they're just not gonna beat Blizzard in a legal battle. So that's what I see when I read that paragraph, as there's no clear legal path to protect Blizzard's IP, which
there's not enough money for us to work with Nostalrius.
That's what it should say, but it doesn't. We explored options for developing classic servers, and none could be executed without great difficulty. If we could push a button and all this would be created, we would. However, there are tremendous operational challenges in integrating classic servers, not to mention the ongoing support of multiple live versions for every aspect of WoW. Well, what they could do is they could just take Nostalrius, which is already built, already functioning, and they could just, you know, revert that back to the initial stage, start it over, and fucking charge people to play on it. You know, you assimilate the Nostalrius team into your fucking corporation, you flare your little blue fucking Blizzard flag over their heads, and then, you know, you get fucking Marty on the front line like, hey, it's time to get some money, guys, cause the fucking New Yorker's here, and I'm gonna take all your money. I mean, once that shit happens, people are already willing to pay for it. You already know that. Plenty of people said I'm willing to pay for it. So if they did that, they would already, because the realm's already there. The realm is still there. It still works. They already fucking developed it. They already fucking have it working. Blizzard could come in with their fucking expert team of developers and fucking fine-tune everything, and then they fucking relaunch it. There you go. That doesn't really sound like a lot of work to me. I mean, shit. And shit, if there's fucking 20,000 people playing on there every day willing to pay $15 a month, that seems like a pretty substantial profit margin. Because, I mean, as far as I know, the Nostalrius team would be willing to manage that shit for free. You can pay those motherfuckers $5 an hour, they'll be happy. So, I mean, like, I just don't see why this not enough of a profit in it for them. You know, I don't get it. So, you know, that's just my opinion on that. Talking about they can't develop classic realms without great operational difficulty, I don't believe it, because they already did it. And then they go on to come up with this constellation bullshit, a pristine realm. In essence, that would turn off all leveling acceleration, including character transfers, heirloom gears, character boosts, recruiter friend bonuses, WoW token, and access to cross-realm zone, as well as group finder. Hey, guess what? Still got flying mounts, motherfucker. The world's still changed, motherfucker. The dungeons are still gay, motherfucker. And even if they do revert the fucking leveling, how can they do that? They've literally changed the entire world in Cataclysm and changed the entire fucking leveling process. Everything is very linear now. You go into a zone, you start out at point A, you move to point B, point C, point D, until you're out of the fucking zone, and then you move on to the next zone. So, I mean, like, all they could really do, I don't really see how they could, I guess they just make it you get less XP, so you have to do every single fucking zone in order to get all the way up. But, I mean, I just don't see that being popular. I don't see people wanting to play on a pristine realm. You're still going to have fucking flying mounts. You're still going to have all the gay shit that's in the game. You're just going to level slower. Like, I don't think people just want to level slower. I don't think that's the problem. It's like, well, all I do is dungeon grind and level up real fast. Yep, that makes the game terrible. That's only one of the reasons that makes the game terrible. I mean, it's just, you got to understand, like, people are going to fucking, I don't know, it just doesn't sound like it's going to be good. It's like, yeah, you slow leveling. Like, I don't think people want that. They want to play the original game. You know, I could go into storage and get my fucking Nintendo 64 out, and I could play motherfucking games that I used to play when I was 8 years old. Alright, I could go and play motherfucking Legend of Zelda, or, you know, Vigilante 8 or some shit, man. I could play the games, because I still have them. And that's the whole point. That's the purpose why people are pissed off, because they buy the game and they can't play the game again, and it's illegal for them to play the game, and it's fucked up. You know, and I guess that's just the problem with MMOs. You're just gonna have that because they're gonna develop over time. They're gonna fucking change. So anyways, so yeah, I mean, they talking about that. I don't think that's gonna fly. I don't think that's a great idea. Pristine Realm sounds like some bullshit. Basically, what I get at is that because of their fucking new, you know, battle.net shit and how everything works, they're gonna have trouble with it. But you know what? I just don't buy it. They're a multi-fucking billion-dollar corporation. They got a bunch of fucking elite nerds working there. I'm sure they can make anything fucking happen. It's just they don't want to. And they you know, they're too chicken shit to just say there's not enough of a profit in it for us to fucking, there ain't enough of a profit in this for us to push forward with it. You know what? And that's what I don't like about the whole business mindset. It's all, they're all fake ass sons of bitches bullshit. You know, they're like politicians, the same thing. You know, a politician gets up on a stage, he says a bunch of bullshit trying to get your ass to, you know, to fall in line with that motherfucker. And you know, it all sounds great, but how the fuck do I know what you're saying is true? You know, I mean, because they just banking on the fact that not everybody, you know, is gonna question them or think outside of the box, you know, because a lot of people don't. They just go with the flow, you know. You tell them, lots of people still believe that a fucking daddy long leg is this most poisonous spider on the planet. It's not even fucking true, man. I bet some people watching this video are gonna get their fucking mind blown out of their head by that, like, what the fucking daddy long leg? Oh my god, I was so afraid. You know, I mean, shit, that's just the mentality of a lot of people. Y'all motherfuckers just take what you hear and you're like, yep, that's the truth. If I get bit by a black widow, I can only get bit one time or I'm gonna die. I mean, that was some bullshit I heard as a kid. And then, you know, I was like 14 years old. I'm like, fuck this, I'm gonna learn about black widows. And I did. And fucking, now I ain't worried about getting bit by those motherfuckers anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So anyways, I mean, all the people on the forums are super happy because most of them are fucking retail nerds anyway. It's like, wow, this is great. This is a step in the right direction. And you know what, it might be, but honestly, to me, this just seems like Blizzard's very poor attempt at public relations with their fucking customer base. Because a lot of people really were pissed off about Nostalrius, so it seems to me like they're just trying to quell the rage of what's going on. I mean, I can foresee legacy servers becoming a thing, but you know, probably not for a while. Because Blizzard just doesn't want to do it. I don't know, like they just don't want to do it. I really don't know the reason why. I mean, if I was Spider-Man, I would climb up the side of motherfucking headquarters in Irvine, because it's only an hour and a half away from where I am, or an hour, I don't even know, it ain't even far. I'll fucking, you know, shoot a web up at that motherfucker and just bust in through the window, like, fuck y'all motherfuckers doing, you know what I'm saying? You know, they try and talk all that bullshit, spray that web on them out. You know, man, but Spider-Man don't give a fuck. Spider-Man just do what the fuck he want. But yeah, so anyways, that's just my opinion on the motherfucking thing. I'm sure a bunch of people are gonna come in with fucking legal ramifications. You don't understand how the real world works, friend. I do understand how the real world works, and honestly, the real world is fucked up. The only reason, like, just look at your situation. Look at my situation. I have the ability to sit here in the morning, make a video, talking shit and bitching about a fucking private realm. My life is easy as fuck. You have the fucking ability to do the same thing, so your life is pretty fucking easy too. Cause if I was sitting in the motherfucking Republic of Congo right now, eating a motherfucking coconut, sitting on a tree log waiting to take a shit while a motherfucking jaguar trying to stalk my ass, I wouldn't really have time to be worrying about a motherfucking video game online. So, I mean, seriously, like, y'all motherfuckers need to chill out, because if you got the time to come on the internet and talk shit, then obviously your life is pretty fucking good compared to a lot of other people's. And I mean, that's the fucking reality. That's the reality for real. I mean, y'all, I mean, that's just how it is. So I mean, you can't just say like, oh, well, blah blah blah, man. I totally lost what the fuck I was gonna say. Got all jumbled up there. But for real, I mean, shit's fucked up for a lot of people out there. Most people playing on this motherfucking realm got it real fucking easy. Most of us are fucking just lazy fucking nerds or some shit. We just chilling, got fucking money, got running water, all that shit. We got it fucking easy, man. So I mean, that's what it is. That's reality. So you want to come in and talk about,
You don't understand the fucking real world, pal.
nah, you don't understand the real world because you living in your little fucking dumbass bubble, and your biggest problem is that you stub your motherfucking toe on a goddamn wood carving of Justin Bieber or some shit, man, because you just like got random money to spend, and your bitch want Justin Bieber's dick. But she ain't never gonna get it, so you buy her a motherfucking wooden motherfucking carving of that nigga with a fucking wooden dick and shit, so she can get her rocks off. Call it Wooden Bieber or some shit, man, because your ass can't satisfy your bitch or some shit. You know what I'm saying, man? All that bullshit. Yeah, man, that's what it is. But anyways, man, I've been going on too long about this shit, so I'm piecing the fuck out, yo.